he's looking.
Hey, talk to the magistrate.
Okay. They'll be glad to see you, but this is considered a courtroom at this point, and we're not allowed to have any cameras going.
Okay, so I'll be happy to follow your policy, and I will obey your policy to the letter, which says that I can't use my audio or video phones or cameras beyond that door. So in here, I'm fine. So I'll use it here as allowed by your policy.
Because you have a...
What's going on, guys? Still at Forsyth County here in North Carolina. We're at the magistrate's office, conducting a First Amendment audit. Watch your steep steps. Blind justice, actually good citizen. And it looks like we found the designated smoking area. What's going on, guys? How are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Is this cold out here for you guys, or are you used to...
Is it cold?
Yeah.
It's a little chilly.
Because where I'm from, we get it to be like around 10, 15 degrees, so it's a little warm for me right now. So is it a busy night tonight?
We haven't started yet. We don't know.
Oh, you're just walking in?
Last roll call?
Well, I hope you guys have a social... Are you guys working... Is there a jail in here?
This is the jail.
So you guys COs, like you work like behind the wall, or do you guys do like deputy stuff like outer perimeter? Good chat.
Where's the magistrate's office?
Magistrate office is right over here. You're going to take a left, and it's right here. The door is open. Yep. And it looks like it says quiet court is in session. There seems to be right over here at your 12 o'clock, police department warrant squad. And they've already determined by the sign here, no cell phones, cameras, or audio-video equipment allowed beyond that door. Okay. So that's sufficient enough into itself that there's no problem with us doing it here.
Is there any, is it codified? Is there any statute or anything with it?
There's no statute, no.
Anything over here?
This door.
No.
Negative. There's no statute or
It's just like suggestions.
or case law. Yeah, it's really just policies.
So is there, does it say where the magistrate is? Like which way?
So it says right above this door, it seems to be secure access, General Court of Justice Magistrate, and then there's several phones over there. So I think when you address the magistrate, you do it privately, and to be able to access them, you lift up the phone here. So magistrate's office is to the right. Push the button on the wall beside the door. So that's a directive.
Yeah. You can ask him if there's sufficient probable cause to arrest somebody for resisting an officer if the subject merely refuses to give their identification.
That's a great question.
That's the question.
And what a good secondary question do you think would be if there's no underlying charge? In what capacity could someone be resisting?
Not in North Carolina.
No?
It's different. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a catch-all, contempt of cop. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, they don't have that where I'm from. All right. Well, so it says for us to press the buzzer. So I mean, we'll take that as a directive. And actually, if you want, you can speak. So I don't want to take away from. So blind justice is just going to be asking the magistrate a question, and it's going to be in reference to his assault and kidnapping that he underwent less than 2 weeks ago, guys. And it was the second assault. And his Third Amendment right was violated because he was forced to quarter with enemy troops in allegedly a time of peace. I think the Third Amendment right now is really brought into question. And now it's we have a citizen that's defended this country, made sacrifices for this country, and he can't even get a response. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arrows pointing at that buzzer.
Maybe you gotta push it 3 times.
Well, it literally says press buzzer in all capitals once and wait for a magistrate to respond.
Down, one, up.
No, you just passed it. Right there, yeah. There he is.
Got it.
He's got a court.
Yeah, so what you're seeing right now is probably the most...
What happened? Excuse me? I can't hear you. She's yelling at me.
Tell her to shush.
Oh, hey. Is there a
Tell that lady to
magistrate
shush.
No, I'm somebody else recording it. He's here for you. The guy talking to you is here for something totally different. I'm recording.
So, okay, so this sign comes into play again. Let's just say that the sign's unconstitutional. No cell phones, cameras, or audio equipment allowed beyond this door. So not beyond that door, so this is a non-issue. So instead of worrying about our cameras, why don't you service the gentleman that requires assistance today? And we've got contact.
Gentlemen, how can I help you today?
He's looking
Hey,
into...
I'm gonna talk to the magistrate.
Okay. All right, they'll be glad to see you, but this is considered a courtroom at this point, and we're not allowed to have any cameras going.
Okay, so I'll be happy to follow your policy, and I will obey your policy to the letter, which says that I can't use my audio or video phones or cameras beyond that door. So in here, I'm fine. So I'll use it here as allowed by your policy.
Because you have a room that is visible from in here and so forth like that, they're requesting for you not to record.
Well, it's a request, because we can't trespass what our eyes can see, and if I can see it, I can film it, and I'm not breaking the law by looking, nor am I filming. I think the major issue here is that there's a citizen that's looking to gain services.
As long as you understand what's going on, they're going to be glad to talk to you, but they don't wish to be recorded, okay? And that is down from our Chief Justice. You see these cameras I carry? I'm not even allowed to record anywhere back in this area, and I'm an officer, and we're supposed to record everything.
That's a good thing, we're not going back in
Yeah, we're not going back
Just
there.
letting you know, whoever's going back there, or whatever's going to happen,
Do you have someone that can process a Americans with Disabilities Act request for reasonable modification for effective communication?
At this point, that would go through the court systems, and that's for the sheriff's department, because they own this building.
Okay, so you talk to me to do that, because I'm blind, and so I use these assistive devices to take notes, like I can't take written notes.
That's fine. I would request it to go through the sheriff's department, okay, since they own this building.
So how do we do that right now?
You can call the sheriff's department number.
Can you do that? 'Cause are they refusing service?
They're not refusing service to you, no.
Okay.
They're refusing you to videotape the session, because that's a courtroom, that's all.
So like I said, I use these as assistive devices under the ADA. So if they're refusing services, or if they're discriminating against me because I'm blind and I use these as
They're not
aids.
discriminating against you. The policies in place is that they can't have any recordings.
Well, we're not going to go in
Does
there.
does that policy trump the federal law, the Americans with Disabilities Act?
Okay, I'm not here to argue with you.
I'm not either.
I'm just
I'm
stating
trying to
what
get
this
clarification.
building has been set up as.
So we're not going in there with him.
Okay, just hold on a second. If you, sir, wish to contact the sheriff's department, I can provide that number for you and let you contact them and see if there's some other arrangements they can make for you so that it doesn't violate your rights, all right, and help you out, because that's not what they're intending.
So if he didn't have any audio visual equipment to help with his disability, would he be allowed to go see a magistrate?
He'll probably still be able to see a magistrate now. I just have to
Okay.
advise them on
All
what's
right.
going on, because they asked me to step out here and talk to you folks.
So that's what we're here to document,
All
is his ability to use his visual aids in order to assist him back there. And that's what we're doing a story on.
Okay,
And as you can see,
let me advise them what's going on.
it's been a difficult,
Yeah.
horrible failure.
We'll let him take over.
My name's Officer Fanning. I work with the Winston-Salem Police Department.
Okay.
And so therefore, I'm acting on the magistrate's behalf just to find out what you folks needed for it.
Yeah, okay. You said
So,
Fanny?
Fanning, yes. Okay. So give me a moment. Let me check with them, and then I'll have them talk to you about it and see what arrangements they can make.
All right,
Okay. All right.
I think maybe we'll let Mike take over, because what they're doing now is they're walking a very dangerous line where they're saying, like, let's forget all of our cameras. He requires that for his disability.
That's why I was-
If he didn't have that, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's absolutely crazy. Like, we've just crossed over into a very different threshold. Forget the fact that we're filming in there. Like, that's insane. Like if he had hearing aids and he was deaf, would they ask him to take his hearing aids off, or would they tell him to come back later specifically because of those assistive devices?
Right.
And they are super intimidated by Extra Good Citizen. Fact they are, because they look at him and like, you know, I got my Air Maxes on, you know, no name's kind of like, he looks every part, which we all are journalists, the journalists, and they see him and what they see is a story that could come out that they do not want to come out.
Did you guys get, was it Fanny?
Fanning.
Oh, ING.
Like Dakota.
I heard like Fanny.
I think that's where he takes it when he goes home to his boyfriend, which is fine. It's his First Amendment right.
Oh, man.
Can that person step in?
Sure.
I'll get the door for you. All right. And we're going to let him go in.
Okay. Hello?
You want to continue straight ahead to your 11 o'clock?
Hi.
Can you see in there?
Yep. You want to come on up? I got audio too. So now she's trying to stop him from having his serious issue aired because we're filming. And I believe she is a magistrate, so how bad is, I believe he's actually speaking to the magistrate, so how bad is that? How bad is that she doesn't know about the First Amendment? She's a magistrate. Guys, I'm going to be the first one to call it right now, and there's going to be a huge civil rights violation in North Carolina. Extra Good Citizen's going to be the one to break it, and I came up with a new catch line, guys. Stay extra.
Oh, you got me.
Sorry. It's such a good line, though.
I'm just here to get my badges, so you can stay extra.
Okay.
That's the reason I stopped you today.
That's the what?
That's the reason I stopped you today. To get my tagline back.
I don't answer questions. All right, yeah, that's a really good tagline.
Yeah.
Any answers?
She didn't want to comment. She said, I don't want to get into hypotheticals about what probable cause would be warranted and what would be warranted. So I gave her the exact scenario, and she's like, I don't want to comment on. Did this happen in this county?
So that's the actual magistrate right there?
Yeah, McCrary is what she said.
And did she interrupt you from your complaint because we were filming?
Yeah.
So she's a magistrate and she's not aware of the First Amendment?
Yeah, evidently.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's 2 for 2, right? The River County Magistrate's office shut down. They wouldn't even talk to people. They just closed up shop and refused service.
This is insane.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Sounds like she would find probable cause for anything that a cop gives her.
Yeah, well, she doesn't know what the probable cause, like she doesn't know what the guidelines are to find that probable cause. She doesn't even know like the First Amendment.
Right. Like, oh, you have an arrest? Yeah, stamp, rubber stamp. Here you go. Oh, rubber stamp. Yeah. Crazy.
Guys, share, like, and subscribe to Extra Good Citizen, to No Name Audits, and please share, like, and subscribe to Blind Justice.
Off duty.
All right, LT.
Extra clip.
This is the bonus footage. This is public parking here. So that's the lieutenant that tried to intimidate us and failed miserably. So this is all public parking here. I wonder which car he drives.
That's the one with the lights on, I think. Nope, that's not him. I don't even think it's shift change. You think they possibly maybe somebody sent him home?
I think he's super tired from violating our rights today. Now we're technically on private property. So we're not going to go any further because it's private property. Oh. So a Dodge Ram is the type of truck that a tyrant drives. I wonder what type of license plate they have. For every action, there is a reaction. Let's take a look at the reaction. Guarantee you he throws on his headlights. Let's see if he knows that trick.
High beams?
Yep, his high beams to try and block us. It's a little too far away and dark for me to capture the plate from here. And he's probably not even going to drive out.
He's going to sit here forever.
Yeah. Nope, here he comes.
High beams yet? No high beams.
No high beams. Let's get off the, yeah. No front plates either, so.
Yeah, down here they don't have front.
Down here they don't have front plates. And his license plate is AAK 6221. Alpha Kilo 6221. Alpha Kilo 6221. All right, guys. So that lieutenant wanted to violate people's rights today, so we showed you what kind of car a tyrant drives. We show you the license plate that tyrants have. Transparency is something we make sure we bring to the table for you guys. And that's the reason we stopped them today.